Saturday, 7:30, 7:40 in the morning. It's chilly here, frost on the ground. Winter's actually late. It's gonna come here any minute. Yesterday we got the concrete poured, you saw that. And today we're just gonna wrap up some minor projects. We're gonna finish unloading this trailer. And you saw a little of that as well, or I'll put it in this side. And then we got a light to put on the house, finish putting the plow on the tractor so that it's ready for snow, and fix a cord. So we got a little bit of work to do. Gonna go get some coffee. It is chilly here. We'll jump in the truck and just see how chilly it really is. Let it boot up here.
State pursue a total ban on abortion.
Yeah, 28 degrees, so it's a little nippy. Let's go get some coffee. Hey, whoa, okay, there you are. So I got my coffee. Here in Cloquet, there's a great little coffee shop called Bearaboo, spelled B-E-A-R-A-B-O-O. Coffee. That's when I'm gonna go out and get coffee. That's where I come. They put these cute little stickers on. Show this to you right here. These cute little stickers on. And what I do is I take them off and I put them up there. I've already lined this and down to here and then took them all off. And now I'm starting over again, but kind of a fun little trivia. And as I said, it's called Bearaboo Coffee. Bearaboo Coffee. Anyhow, we got our coffee here, right here. And it's hot, so we're gonna head back and get working. So we're here to fix the electric line. When I mowed this right here, the motorhome's right there, I forgot that there would be some place in here where the bigger line meets the smaller line. I knew the smaller line wouldn't be bothered, but the bigger line was. And so the mower tore this up pretty well. So we're gonna cut this back, cut it back to here, confirm that all the wires are in good shape, and then I've got a new end for it. So let's get started. All right, just brought a blanket out so I'm not sitting in the grass and the stuff's not in the grass. I'm going to get the tools and get started.
I'll just be back with you. Cause my mother told me as a child, boy, don't play around with fire, cause you might just end up getting burned. And I know the wicked never rest, so I always try my best. But there's some lessons hard for me to learn. Like good boys don't play with bad girls. Good boys stay away from them bad girls. Them bad girls. The good ones just can't get me high, so I be falling on my lap for one of these bad girls. You bad girl, but you do me so good. Cause my mother told me as a child, boy, don't play around with fire, cause you might just end up getting burned. And I know the wicked never rest, so I always try my best. But there's some lessons hard for me to learn. Like good boys don't play with bad girls. Good boys stay away from them bad girls. Them bad girls. The good ones just can't get me high, so I be falling on my lap for one of these bad girls. You bad girl, but you do me so good.
No. Okay. If you own a motorhome or a travel trailer, this is a 50 amp motorhome plug, and it's 240. So there's 110 here, 110 there, common and ground. But we need to get down to this, a 110 circuit, which has got, you know, basically 110 on one and a common on the other with a ground. A lot of travel trailers have a 30 amp plug, which is common, hot, and ground. So these are 110 volt. This is 240 volt. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to take this adapter that goes from 50 to 30 and plug it in here. Now what we are doing is we're dropping one leg. So the 30 amp plug is going to give me common, hot, and ground, and one leg's going to be dead. Like so. But now, camera tipped over again. But now I'm in a 30 amp. That still doesn't get me to the end of this extension cord here. So now I take another adapter, and these are available, I got these at Menards. Take another adapter, and now I can put in, I can plug in my extension cord. Now what have I done? The extension cord is 20 amps. This connector is a 30 amp connector, and it's going up to this connector, which is 30 amp to 50 amp. But I'm only giving it 20 amps over here. So none of this stuff is overpowered. We're just reducing it down because we don't have a cord big enough, and frankly, we don't need that much power to run the motorhome as it sits here in a stagnant location. So this is the repair. Now what we have to do is we have to go back to the motorhome and see if I got the legs right. Okay, and the issue there is the motorhome has two legs. It's a 240 volt system, but nothing in the motorhome runs on 240 volt. it all runs on 110. So what they do in these motorhomes when they give you 50 amps is they split some of the things on one leg and some of the things on the other. And mainly they split the air conditioners. So you've got an air conditioner that can run on, 25 amps, basically half the power on one side. And you've got the other air conditioner, which gets the other side of the equation. We don't need two air conditioners in here. We're up north. It doesn't get that hot that often. But what we have to see really is, actually I have to go make sure the power's turned on, so hold tight. All right, a little later on Saturday, got the trailer unloaded, worked on the motorhome. It's got a relay that's bad, so gotta figure that out. Went and picked up the snowblower from the repair shop, bringing it back down to the city, and now I am going to finish up the plow, which this time of year I don't leave without having the plow on. So my daughter, who lives here, who's a nurse, works nights, she can just get in and plow. She doesn't have to think about it. So we're gonna hook this up, give it some grease. Let's get started.
Gather around, me and my squad gon' run this town. Crank this up, that's my sound. Turn this whole club upside down. 1 foot out, 1 foot in. Wiggle your shoulders and do a little spin. All night long with all my friends. Tomorrow we gon' do it all over again. What's shaking? Show no. Just got paid, mama, what's up? I'm too blessed, no love. I'm way up, I'm stuck. Feeling good tonight. I came out with the hood tonight. Which one of y'all boys would tonight? Might just do a little jug tonight. Tryna get bad like ABC. Count digits like 1, 2, 3. Want the benefits, just say please. Wanna talk to the boss, you can send them straight up to me. I'm tapped in, they watching. I'm in here, they not in. Which crib, babe? I got options. Got a brand new dance for you locked in. Tell them what's up. So go, gather around. Me and my squad gon' run this town. Crank this up, that's my sound. Turn this whole club upside down. 1 foot out, 1 foot in. Wiggle your shoulders and do a little spin. All night long with all my friends. Tomorrow we gon' do it all over again. Like do-si-do, gather around. Me and my squad gon' run this town. Crank this up, that's my sound. Turn this whole club upside down. 1 foot out, 1 foot in. Wiggle your shoulders and do a little spin.
All right, there's that. And the only thing left to do is to grease this Zerk right there.
Upside down, 1 foot out, 1 foot in. Wiggle your shoulders and do a little spin. All night long with all my friends. Tomorrow we gon' do it all over again. Step by step, I walked 100 miles an hour. Still ain't sure just what I'm trying so hard to find. The night seems longer and the wind blows louder when you wandered so far from home. If I cross your mind, say a prayer, I'll find my way and get off of this lonely road. Can you hear me? Tell me, can you hear me? I've been calling out for help, still don't see nobody near me. I'm down and almost underground and so deep in the valley, I can't even tell you which way is the mountain. God,
All right, well, we got the plow. It was already hanging on the tractor, so we just had to hook it up and grease it. That's ready to go. I put the box blade on the back. I think I showed this last year. This is what we use for weight offset. So the box weighs 400 or 500 pounds. We've got 8 70-pound weights on here, so we got about 1,000 pounds on the back when you put the eye match and everything else on it. That's it for this trip. I'm the only thing I'm disappointed on is the motorhome. I got the plug all redone, and one of the crossover relays, in a motorhome you can be on battery, you can be on generator, you can be on shore power. So the solenoid that connects shore power into the rig isn't connecting. And the problem is, we'll never put it back on generator. We'll never put it back on battery. This is its end of life position. And the next time it leaves, it's leaving on a hook. So we just got to figure out how to jump it, how to get past that. That's time for another trip. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If I leave now, I can be in the city by 5. I got some things to do there. So we're going to sign off. Hey, everything's going to start popping up, but thanks for coming along. Like and subscribe. And here's all the banners and next ones, and go see another one, and everything else that comes up at the end of a video. But I really thank you for being around. Thanks. Bye.